Hi, it's Liz. We're going to make some soup today. I found this package of soup bean mix at the grocery store, and it comes with some sort of seasoning packet. It says ham seasoning, but we're going to use chicken because I have half a chicken left over from last summer that we barbecued. And my brother takes the chicken, cuts it in half, smashes it really flat, and then barbecues it. So first that goes in the pot. We have a really big soup pot going on over here, because not that I'm going to make that much soup, but because you have to have room for the bones until you pick them out. So my deep freezer keeps things down below zero, and I feel confident using things that have been sealed tight for a long time. So I'm going to throw in some chicken broth. This is organic, free-range. They don't put salt and stuff in it. You know, it's just chicken broth. I also used their vegetable broth for a lot of things. It has really nice flavor, and again, it doesn't have a lot of junk added. So I'm going to throw in some water with it. Nice view, nothing, all right? And we'll get that started and probably add some more water later. What I want to do is bring the water to a boil. Put a couple of bay leaves in. These are dried. And then, while that's warming up, because it really seriously just came out of the freezer a moment ago, we're going to whack up some onion. Now, I don't put this stuff in the trash. I put it in a compost heap. And so on my kitchen counter is this ugly jar. And we always have something for coffee grounds and food scraps, anything that's not meat, and it goes into the compost. And then time of year, I bring out some nice black soil and throw it in the garden, so it's not wasted. Sometimes I wonder if that's part of my ant problem. We have the worst ant problem in this yard. It's a constant issue. When it gets cold or rainy, which is luckily not too often, they come into the house, and then it's really gross. I have the worst nightmares about ants. You have no idea. Okay, so obviously, precision chopping is not the issue here. I like them in not too big pieces because I like for the onion to dissolve. I tend to prefer sweet onions. Forgot to light the boogers. I'm choking to death on gas here. I don't multitask well anymore. I'm old. Okay, so there's some onion. If you wanted to do this as a vegetarian soup, I would leave out the seasoning packet and use vegetarian broth, vegetable broth. I also have this stuff that adds a lot of flavor that I just love. It's called Kitchen Bouquet. Can you see that? Yes, you can. And it's made of roasted vegetables, and there's no meat products in it. There's a little bit of sodium benzoate added for preservative. It's less than 1/10 of 1%. And I just love this for adding flavor to things, but it's hard to find. So the instructions here say to sort and wash the bean soup mix in a colander under cold running water. You're hearing me read things from up in the cupboard. Sometimes being vertically challenged is a booger. Okay, so a little wash. I won't follow the directions precisely because beans are beans and you cook them pretty much the same. This is really beautiful. It's got split peas and pintos and navy beans and great whites and kidney beans. Let's see, what does it say while they drip? Lots of wonderful stuff. Yeah. Ah, here it is. Baby lima beans, green split peas, lentils, navy beans, great northern beans, large lima beans, black eyed peas, black beans, light red beans. Anyway, it just goes on and on. Check this out. It is a thing of beauty. Isn't that gorgeous, all those colors? Just all the different kinds of beans. Hard to go wrong. Really healthy, high fiber, good stuff. So we're going to put those in. I know I didn't read the directions. But typically you bring it to a boil and simmer. They usually have two systems. One involves soaking overnight. That would require planning ahead, so that lets it out on my perspective. So, I'll just rinse that later. I just bring them to a boil, let them soak for an hour or so, and then begin my actual cooking process. Yeah, they have you soaking it overnight. Ha ha ha. Not gonna happen. So, in this, we're going to add a little garlic because there's been a real rash of vampires lately, and we absolutely don't need those in the house. Woohoo! One garlic clove went on the floor. Good thing it's clean. Ah, there we go. I'm having some kind of weird issue with my wrist lately. They just don't work as they used to. I haven't figured out new coping mechanisms yet. There it is. I found it. Okay, I'm out of practice making videos, you can tell. Since it all gets peeled anyway. Yeah, we'll give it a little rinse just for the heck of it. Okay. Okay, so there's some onion. I'm going to throw in some celery seed. It's always critical that you measure carefully. Some little white pepper. I don't care for black. And a little red pepper. We want a little cayenne. We want a little bit. Okay, so I deboned it and put it all in there and realized that there wasn't enough meat on that carcass. So I grabbed a couple of chicken breasts out of the freezer and pushed them down in. After they cook, they'll shred up nicely. So basically that's the whole chicken soup. I added some, oh, I told you about the carrots. I think I'm going to put in some edamame soybeans because that'll be some nice green and it'll hold up nicely to the cooking. And that's pretty much it on the soup. If I do biscuits, I'll make a separate video because otherwise this won't get uploaded till I die of old age. Bye!